Gamers, it's a sad day. So I recorded entire 45-minute episode, full part. Go to finish it, literally go to finish it, and Audacity freezes. And I close it because it's frozen. That's what you do when it basically crashes. Open back up. Project did not. Usually, Audacity would be like, "Hey, we noticed you closed out last time. Don't worry about it. We saved your project. Here it is. You can go right back to where it was." Didn't do that this time. This time it was like, "What project? You didn't do a project. Don't worry about it." So we're gonna watch the video of the recording and go from there. Yeah, I'm not thrilled by this. I don't love it. So this is not going to be the same length as a normal video. I'm going to skip around a little bit. I apologize. It's the only thing I can do. It sucks when it happens. The last time I've lost my audio, not game audio, which I would still release a video without game audio. It sucks, but it's not like nothing. But the two things I need footage, I need the video footage, and I need my audio. And I lost one of those. Last time I lost it was the final part of Digimon Story Cyber Sleuth Randomized. The first one, not Hacker's Memory. And that hurt pretty bad too. So I'm going to try to get through it. I'm going to skip ahead a little bit as we go. Let me move this over here for myself. Yeah, so we'll skip through a little bit. Basically, I just gave Weevil a kind of whatever team and just put him out there. All right, so this is Face Off. So, Yugi, you've come. Only for you, Kaiba. Only when I face off against you can I truly come. Kaiba, tell me why you're helping Scott. I made the same joke. That's why it's lasting this long. Words have such little value on the battlefield. Doesn't matter what I say. You and I are destined to fight right here, right now. If you really want to know, you'll have to defeat me first. Then you leave me no choice. Sexual tension is crazy. Okay. So, Yugi's team starts off. We have Rex versus Duke. Rex has a very similar team that I do, which is it's just all attackers. I didn't love that he immediately blinded Summon Skull. It felt a little targeted and a little rude. So yeah, no heals. While this is kind of going, well, I think I'll have more time. I do want to quickly say, like, I don't know what the fuck I was on last part when I was like, I went on like a manic panic because I saw a rainbow and my worldview changed. Everything I said was right, but it was just kind of strange. I don't regret anything I said, but it was still, I get it. It was a little weird energy. But I've already started to start recording some other games, so it's a lot of fun. So here, Mage gets an absolutely insane crit, almost kills Swordsman from a faraway land. And then, check this shit out. Summon Skill gets cured from blindness on turn 1. Love to see it. You love to see a team thrive. And then, Swordsman from a faraway land, because it has Megamorph, it attacked Arabi and then just killed itself because it died to Mirror Force damage. Mirror Force will come up again during this video. So we took them out. We ended up finishing them off by single target. You get it. Rex wins. No contest. So the next up is, let me see. Oh yeah, Harpy takes a while to get there. Right, it's Bandit versus Bakora. So this is, it's gonna look a lot like a lot of Bandit matches, and you'll know exactly what I mean when I say that. So, first of all, this armored zombie, or this zombie warrior, is fucking cracked. So he immediately crits and paralyzes Machine King. So they just have crit items. Zoa has Gift of the Mystical Elf, and none of them have any like status guards abilities, I don't think. So yeah. And then Launcher Spider immediately goes into AoE. I gotta say, I do have a much better appreciation for Launcher Spider, because that did a lot of damage, and it was pretty consistent. So then, insult to injury, they blind Barrel Dragon before I can do anything, because of course they do. So I just, like, I could have guarded, but I just go to attack. Oh, I think what I was looking for, I wanted to see if I had, I wanted to try and paralyze, or not paralyze, confuse Zoa so they couldn't use Gift of Mystical Elf. We miss. It's blind. You've seen it. It's no big surprise. They attack. So then, this is where it starts to get a little annoying. Armored Zombie immediately goes and paralyzes my next monster. which is bullshit. He does take some Mirror Force damage, which is nice. And then they also blind him again, just for good measure. So Launcher Spider, because Launcher Spider is Amplifier, I opted to, instead of using another AoE, I wanted to attack and confuse Zoa. Which we will see here. Works. So then they're stuck attacking. So then this is where I start to get fucking mad. Armored Zombie literally paralyzed my whole team. Just one by one by one. I want to see the fucking AI. I want to crack open that, because like that's crazy. Because I was told that they should go for like the weakest monsters or stuff like that, or focus on strong ones. I don't know why it didn't attack Barrel Dragon there. Like it went for like the most health to really spread out. So then Machine King, big props to them, did unparalyze. And so I debated healing, but he only has blue medicine, so I was like, it's not going to really help. So I just wanted to go after Zoa to try and let's see their health. To try and get them down before they can get unconfused and heal the whole party. So Armored Zombie didn't attack Machine King, which is very nice of it. We get one more attack. I obviously just go for it. Zoa's taken down, no heals. Armored Zombie kills Barrel Dragon. This is where I start to really question. I'm like, what does Barrel Dragon do other than immediately get like paralyzed or blinded in the first turn and then just like lose? I'm starting to get really pissed with it because it doesn't do anything. It just keeps dying instant, or keeps getting like statused immediately and doing nothing. So confusing them was not great. They immediately go and paralyze me again. Having a team with minimal heals and no status guard, it's certainly something. I did say, and I was like, okay, listen, I'm starting to feel a little bit attacked that my army of machines don't have status guard. Like, they're machines. How could they fall for paralysis or like blindness? It doesn't make any goddamn sense. But then I'm like, all right, I guess they could like short circuit, so paralysis kind of makes sense. So Launcher Spider here takes out Armored Zombie. We go for another attack. I think, yeah, because I'm not. What was I gonna say? Yeah, so Dragon Zombie here guarded, so I waited, and then we go for the attack after they kill Machine King. We get another attack immediately, and honestly, Launcher Spider won that match. I cannot believe I won it, but super happy it happened. Barrel Dragon, I need you to do literally anything because you're lagging the team behind. So then I send the Bone Bros from here, or not from there, but I send the Bone Bros out to take that place down south. I send Pegasus over there so that Kaiba has more defense. I was going to send Weevil to start attacking over the left, but I didn't get a chance. I was basically, so this is where I was talking about where I don't, like, Gemini Elves are kind of scary in like the vanilla game, but honestly, the Bone Bros just completely outclass them. They have more HP, they do higher damage, they have higher utility and stuff like that. So what I wanted to go for here, and I think this match ends up being kind of funny, Greg Miller, but basically I try to attack one of the elves. We get a very fun crit, but that did not ultimately matter because we just do the team attack. So then I forgot they had monster recovery. They bring back Gemini Elf. And they don't use a team attack, which is really lucky for me. So then Dad comes in. Dad attacks. Oh, I wanted to say something. In the last video, I said that when Orion kept reviving their teammates, I was like, no necromancy. We won't have that here. And then someone had the audacity to say, how could I accuse or no necromancy? And then like the Bone Bros like look away or something like that. I forget what the comment said. I wasn't actually mad at it. But I was like, how dare you? How dare you think that I would attack the Bone Bros? This person didn't say this. I'm making it up in my head for effect. But I was like, how dare you? You know why? Because they weren't a product of necromancy. They have a mom and a fucking dad. That's the lore. They were just born. Like, they were born skeletons. They'll die skeletons. They'll thrive as skeletons. And how fucking dare you come after them? They're war heroes. They fought on two fronts against the Empire. And they're goddamn heroes. That's why there's like a pause here, because I was done this rant. It doesn't hit as well on the replay, but I'm trying again. But no, the Bone Bros canonically were born as skeletons. I don't make the rules. This was an interesting one. So this is the first time, I guess maybe one of the few times going against Harpy Lady team. It's tough. it's a little hard. So I do think the Gate Guardian team is like a perfect counter here. So we're gonna see this. They use Triangle Ecstasy Spark. This is also where I would mention, like, wow, I think the Harpy Lady models are really good. Just for no reason. Don't worry about it. Don't worry about it. Me horny on main? Never. I would. That's crazy. So anyway, I quickly decide that. So I looked at the Harpy Ladies. All three of them have a Monster Reborn. But that's all they have. They have that, and they have Horn of the Unicorn for blinding, but that doesn't affect us because we have status guard. So what I basically decide is I want to weaken two of them, and then we'll fuse to Gate Guardian, and we'll use the team attack to try and whittle them all down at the same time. It kind of works. Like, we get them down, and then they attack me again, which, like, honestly, they shouldn't have. They should just single target me. So we take out two of them. The red-haired one used Monster Reborn. So we use it again, and this is where the game does some bullshit. Just missed, because why not? So then they use Monster Reborn, but now they're in a dead end, because those two both use their Monster Reborns, and they're both at low health. So I just use an AoE again, didn't kill him immediately. AoE again, hit through a guard, or didn't hit through the guard. I think I just single attack, that's why. But I was basically saying where it's like, I think the Bone Bros are the greatest team attack team, because even with the Harpy Ladies, I feel like the way that team attack damage is calculated, having an extra monster doesn't make it better, but maybe the mod creators could help me on that one. But we win this pretty handily. Like I said, I think Gate Guardian is like a perfect counter because they use their team attack immediately, and instead of struggling to heal it, I just fuse, and then Gate Guardian is at full health, so they just like wasted an attack. And then I'm able to attack him. So I send Weevil and Rex over here. It doesn't go well. So the thing we're up against is that Cyber Commander has 4 Gift of the Mystical Elf, and then each of the guardian or the guards have a Monster Reborn. So obviously we want to go for Cyber Commander eventually. So I just start chipping it down. And then I remembered that Stardust has confusion on their attacks, which is huge. But then they use their team attack here. And it does a lot of damage. Like, we have very minimal healing here. King Overrun can heal status effects, and Stardust has red medicine, and I just like opted not to go for the heal and just to go for more damage. What I was trying to do, and I think I succeed, I was trying to kill Cyber Commander before anything could happen, and then I accidentally gave it Mirror Force because of the Megamorph on Reran. And then I forgot they both have Monster Reborn, so they just immediately picked me off. And I don't think this kills. Oh, it does, but then I think the other one just uses Monster Reborn, so now it's just back. It didn't use Gift of the Mystical Elf, thank God. But oh, I did use Monster Recovery to bring these both back. But, like, it's not enough. Like, the team attack is just too strong. Like, I can't... I can't fight back against this. This is too much damage. I don't have enough, AoE healing. So they just start picking them off. Oh, also, yeah, wait. I wanted to point this out. So I heal them. Then the Swamp Battle Guards go twice. One guards, one uses the team attack. Then Cyber Commander attacks. Then another Battle Guard goes, and then another Battle Guard goes and hits them. So they go like 5 times in a row right after I heal, and it's just like, I just couldn't win. I mean, Weevil is easily the weakest on my team, because this is not a very good team. And this is also why Reran being so low level is a problem, because it just doesn't survive. So they lost. I send Rex in, and now they just like immediately team attacked. But with their Monster Reborns used, the one thing I wanted to do immediately is try to confuse Cyber Commander. So I elect not to attack it with Arabi. I end up attacking Swamp Battle Guard to do the damage there. And then Summon Skull on his like we use Ice Spray because it can still do damage. And then Summon Skull on his last breath manages to kill Cyber Commander instead of confusing him. So now we've got these guys left. My first thing is I need to kill one of them so they can't team attack. I do think these guys are probably like second or third best, maybe behind the Harpy Ladies. But they scare me a lot more than Gemini Elf, because Gemini Elf is very like frail. Like, they don't have that much HP. But the Battle Guards have a ton of HP, and they hit like a truck. I think they're much better than the Crabs, and they're much better than Gemini Elves, but I'm not sure. So I ultimately decided to guard. I forget what I was trying to do here. Oh, I think I wanted to use my last attack to lower his attack. And then he immediately tries to kill Summon Skull. He does blind me. We get a crazy crit there, and then we just finish him off. Summon Skull did live, and I want to say it may be a cousin of the Bone Bros, but it's got the Bone Bros spirit because living on 26 HP is crazy. So we took them out. I'm trying to figure out what I want to do with the rest. So we send Pegasus over to take, I send the Ishizu over to take Joey. I send the Bone Bros towards Yugi just to get it going because they're going to take a while. I wanted to get through this before they managed to respawn. So I love the Chimera doesn't have a walking animation because it reminds me of when I played the randomizer. Alright, so it's Gemini Elves versus Kurios. So my first thing is I want to blind them. I double checked that none of them have status guard. Chimera is the main one. Chimera has, I think, 6 monster recover, or I forget what Chimera has. Hold on. Did I check? I thought I checked. Oh yeah, he has 6 monster recoveries, and then I think the Kurios just have attack items. So the first thing I want to do is take out Chimera because the Kurios are going to be a problem like on their own. But so what I'm trying to do here is break the guard. Also, this Kuribo, using its lucky ability, immediately recovers from blindness, because of course it does, and crits. Which, like, come on, like, what am I supposed to do here? So they get their attacks off. We use our team attack. We weaken them. I don't want to kill them at this point, because I don't want them just instantly get monster recovered. So I opt to use one of the Gifted Mystical Elves to heal here. He attacks, which is good, and he misses because he's blinded. You still hit. And then you wait for some reason. So now we just use, I think I single target Chimera here. Yeah, so we try to weaken them. We use the team attack, weaken them further, and then Fairy's Gift to finish them off. All in all, pretty lucky battle. Nothing too crazy. And then, so this is when I'd like take a second to look at Joey's team. First of all, Yugi's team, very familiar. I think I've seen that team before. And then Joey has Insect Queen, Jinzo, and Fortress Whale, which is cute. I like that. That's all the monsters that he won in Battle City. That's a good bit. I like that. So these are all pretty tanky. They all have a bunch of HP. They all have a bunch of attack. Specifically Jinzo, I think scales really, really well. Like level 70, having that high attack with like 1 equip card is kind of nuts. So it's the AoE team. They've got a couple heals, but I'm just firing them off. I did realize at some point that Red Eye's AoE attack lowers attack as well. So this is where Insect Queen lowers Neos's attack. Neos's attack, I think, is like 4,800 or 4,700. So I think the math, I'm about to see it again. Let me see. Oh, also, Wabaku, which just gives negate attack, which is fine. So I want to check his stats. Because he goes from hitting for like 500 to each enemy to like 300. So I think Insect Queen lowers attack by like 1,500, which is nuts. That's a lot of attack to lower. So I just keep AoEing away. And then Red Eyes gets confused, so I have to single target. So we take out Insect Queen first. Neos continues to use the AoE. It does manage to kill Jinzo, and then we just single target Fortress Whale until it's dead. And then I had to look because Red Eyes did get cured from their status, which surprised me. But yeah, easy. I was also like, Ishizu's team is weirdly more like Joey than Joey's is, because Flame Swordsman and Red Eyes, so that was weird. Here's where I pause to kill a spider on my wall. I was going to cut this out, but like I didn't get to the stage, so just noticed the spider like right up on this wall. Pro tip, and this is a pro tip from me, the master. Spray with some Febreze to stun it, and then when you get an extra turn while it's stunned, and you make sure to use your special attack, which is tissue or paper towel, and you squish it, and then you take it off, and then you just throw it in the trash. But yeah, so we'll skip ahead. Okay. So then I send them out to fight Yugi's team. Since the Bone Bros are already on the way, I was like, it can't hurt to soften them up. And then we get pretty lucky here, I think. So Dark Magician is Regeki. Dark Magician Girl has Mirror Force and Gift of the Mystical Elf, and I forget what. And he is Monster Reborn, and Dark Paladin is Monster Reborn. And they all have one equip card, and they all have very high damage too. So it's the same as it's always been. I just start using the AOE's, and it does decent damage. I think I missed. Oh no, sorry, wait. If you look here, just misses both the Dark Magicians because like what the fuck am I supposed to do? I can't help but notice that they only miss me when they're blinded, and even then it's only like 50-50, but I miss them all the time, which just feels, I don't know. Want to explain yourself, Thomas? No, I'm kidding. So we keep AoEing here. I actually don't think they end up getting a team attack off. I think I managed to kill one of them. Yeah, I killed Dark Magician Girl before they use a team attack, and then I just attack him normally, and that's it. I was actually really surprised by how easy that was. I was like fully expecting to like have to use 2 teams there, but I just got lucky. They just never team attacked, so I'll take it. Hold on. Yugi, are you retreating? Yugi's doing it for you. I couldn't get into Pegasus's voice for a second, so I had to be like, Kaiba boy, Yugi's doing it for you. I told him everything. He's staging a retreat at Sithvar. What? Told him everything. He's staging a retreat at Sithvar so he can rescue your brother. And they give you like this black screen cutscene. Yugi boy. Pegasus. Shh, keep your voice down. It's nice to finally meet you, my boy. I snuck over here alone because I have something I must tell you. What is it? It's about Kaiba. Scott has found Kaiba's Achilles heel. He's kidnapped Mokuba. He's using Mokuba to force Kaiba to fight you. Now here's where I stop for a second, because how the fuck is Yugi supposed to know who Mokuba is? And that might not make sense, but let me reel it back. This Pegasus is a fake. It's not the real Pegasus. So he doesn't know that Yugi and Kaiba have like history. I mean, he might know a little bit, but like he doesn't explain that he's Kaiba's brother. He just says Mokuba. He never says the word brother. So like it just sounds so weird that he has Mokuba. And then I was kind of like, I think my headcanon is that I think this is the real Pegasus, because like the game implies that it's from the manga timeline where Pegasus dies and not the anime timeline where Pegasus lives and goes on to like do a bunch of stuff in Yu-Gi-Oh! GX and the Yu-Gi-Oh! The movie. Anyway, my headcanon is that Pegasus actually is alive and this is him, and he's just messing around with both of them. Because I think that would be in character. I think Pegasus would just like fuck around. He'd get real into his role too. Ah, now I understand why Kaiba's working for Scott. Even if Kaiba were to defeat you here, he would still be at the mercy of Scott. Scott is watching this battle very closely. He will not be easy to fool. What do you mean? Do you have an idea? In order to fool Scott, you need to keep fighting. Your surrender, of course, will only be a ruse. Don't let your troops wear themselves out. Ishizu is working with us now. Just throwing that in. She knows the secret way into the capital. I will share this information with you. I'm trying not to... Oh, sorry. I'm trying not to skip ahead. Using that information, I'd like you to sneak into the city and rescue Mokuba. I realize that I'm asking you to undertake a very dangerous mission. I'll understand if you say no. Which, like, Yugi would never agree with this. I'll do it, but I will fight Kaiba 100% until we begin the retreat. Kaiba still wants a chance to fight me. Remember, after fighting for a while, start your retreat, be careful, you're the key to our success. So that's clearly Pegasus' line. That just is showing is Yugi's line. Because Pegasus is not the key to the success here. Alright, thank you for agreeing to my plan, Yugi. I just mean, like, the only way Pegasus would know that plan would work? Great, that's all I need now. Sympathy from Yugi. It's not sympathy, he's accepted a temporary defeat now so that he can face you later. Not in some battle controlled by Scott, but a true duel with your pride on the line. Next time, it will be your turn to make that contest a reality, Kaiba. But yeah, Pegasus wouldn't know that Yugi would agree to that unless he knew Yugi for real. I'm just saying, that's my headcanon. Also, I was just briefly was like, oh yay, 0 gold again, hooray. In an attempt to fool Scott, Yugi orders a retreat and plans a secret invasion into the capital. Acting alone, Yugi manages to get inside and rescue Mokuba. Meanwhile, Kaiba charges Sith Bards. However, while making his escape from the city, Yugi is attacked by Scott. Escape from the city. I actually didn't pick up on that the first time. Here's where I get mad that everyone's required except for Labyrinth Ruler, but fucking Roland isn't required for some reason, or is required for some reason. So I just swap the Gate Guardian team over to him. I think I replaced Reran with Magnet Warrior here because I'm just like, or Beta, because I'm just like, Reran's not doing enough. And then I remembered that he's Amplifier. Watch this. This is important. Save. And this is where I go, and the audio fails right here. It's which is so infuriating. It basically, I think something with like, I think I moved into a different tab or something, and like Firefox in the background and Dolphin kind of like stuttered for a second, and then it caused Audacity to stutter as well, and just like eventually failed, and it sucked. But hopefully this was an okay replacement. Again, this is not every video. I don't want this to ever happen again, but just shit happens sometimes. I could not fucking believe it happened as soon as I saved too, because I would have just redone the mission, but I can't. So I tried. Yeah, sorry for the shorter video. Sorry for the recap style video. More to come. It was a good time, and I feel bad because like I really felt like it was a good video. Like I felt like I was like on it. I was doing good commentary. I was reacting. It was a very battle intensive one, a lot of like tactics and strategy, and it sucks that I had to like skip through it. So if you could give me a pity like as like a, hey, that sucks, Nick, I appreciate you taking the time to like record it and this way instead, hit that, smash that like button. That's like a pity one, and then some comments of affirmation would be nice too. Thank you. Yeah, it's going to be it for this one. We'll go back to normal next time. Again, I'm sorry this happened, but, you know, I think I made the most of it. So thank you guys, and I will see you next time.